Okay, shake. Please join me in standing for our academic procession. We remain standing as we sing our school song.
Working with each other.
be seated. I'd like to welcome up Takunda Majati, Bjorn Kruger, and Tito Ngongho, who will open our proceedings this evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Governors, management, staff and boys of Highbury, we welcome our honored guests, moms and dads, family members, and friends of Highbury to our annual speech night and academic award ceremony. We extend a special welcome to those boys and families watching this evening from their homes. After an unprecedented 2020, this year tested our resolve, grew our resilience, and motivated us to keep moving forward. As a community, we rose above the challenges, finding purpose and joy in things we had previously taken for granted. Tonight, we not only acknowledge those who have excelled, but also honor the contribution made by every boy and teacher this year. Thank you for joining us this evening in celebration and gratitude for the year that is past. Bjorn Kruger will now read this evening's scripture.
Die voorlesing vanaand kom uit Jesaja 40 vanaf vers 28 tot 31. Weet jy dit nie, of het jy dit nie gehoor nie? 'n Ewige God is die Here, skepper van die eindes van die aarde. Hy word nie moeg of mat nie. Daar is geen deurgronding van sy verstand nie. Hy gee die vermoeide krag en vermenigvuldig sterkte vir die wat geen kragte het nie. Die jonges word moeg en mat, en die jong manne struikel selfs, maar die wat op die Here wag, kry nuwe krag. Hulle vaar op met vleuels soos die arende. Hulle hardloop en word nie moeg nie. Hulle wandel en word nie mat nie.
Umthandazo wesiZulu. Let us pray. Baba wethu osezulwini, siyabonga ukuthi ube nathi unyaka uqala. Sesiyawuphetha manje futhi unathi. Siyakubonga kakhulu ngemndeni yethu, othisha bethu, isikolo sethu kanye nabangani bethu. Sicela uphinde usivikele sesiye emaholidini. Uphinde ube nathi ngonyaka ka-2022. Konke lokhu sicela egameni lenkosi yethu uJesu Kristu. Amen.
I'd like to now welcome up our Chairman of the Board, Mr. Graham Darville, to give his address. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, David. Good evening, everyone. Our journey through 2021 has certainly been full of setbacks and detours. Highbury staff have again been challenged to think beyond the normal curriculum and to innovate, to enable our pupils to continue to receive a quality all-round education. I commend the resilience of both our pupils and staff in repeatedly adapting as circumstances changed across our country over the course of this year. A key area of strategic focus for Highbury this year is transformation and diversity, to ensure that Highbury remains relevant and true to our motto, never behind. The board has been integrally involved and is satisfied with the progress made during 2021, in particular with our new staff appointments, additions to the curriculum, changes in the Heritage Day celebrations, and the introduction of new school policies. Under Project Grow, we've been working hard behind the scenes this year, with our focus being on the design and funding of two major projects, the swimming pool area upgrade and reimagining the media centre. We are planning to launch these exciting projects and a related fundraising campaign early in 2022. The role of Highbury's board is to provide governance and strategic guidance to the management team at Highbury. To all board members, thank you for volunteering your time, your wisdom, and your support for Highbury as we navigated through the challenges of 2021. We had one addition to the board this year. Blake Eadie joined to fill the vacancy in the finance portfolio. Now, as we approach the end of 2021, we have 4 board members leaving. With our younger boys completing grade 7 this year, both Janet Kohler and I will be stepping down from the board, as well as Roger Fitzsimons, who is relocating, and Mark Ogilby, who is handing over the reins at the Parents Association. The board welcomes Alex Gordon, who was recently elected to chair the PA in 2022, and we will announce other new board members in due course. I am, however, delighted to announce that Murray Evernet will be succeeding me as chairperson from the beginning of 2022. Congratulations, Murray. On behalf of the whole board, I extend our appreciation to Mr. Roland Lecoq, Mr. David Burns, Mrs. Belinda Willows, Mrs. Melissa van Rooyen, and Ms. Tutukila Gili, who comprise the Manco team at Highbury, as well as to all academic, cultural, sports, support and ground staff for your dedication to Highbury throughout a very difficult 2021. To the grade 7 parents attending their final speech night at Highbury this evening, thank you for supporting Highbury and for the enduring camaraderie and friendships which have been built over our last several years together. To the grade 7s of 2021, I trust that Highbury has laid the groundwork for each one of you to thrive as you proceed to high school. Thank you.
Thanks, Graham. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Highbury boys, and a warm welcome to our speech night. The annual speech night is a memorable occasion and a culmination of all that has been achieved during the year. It is an opportunity to celebrate the wonderful accomplishments of our Highbury boys and the success of 2021. A special welcome this evening to the Chairman of the Highbury Board, Mr. Graham Darville, and his wife Debbie, to all the Highbury board members and their partners. We welcome the members of the board subcommittees, and a special welcome to Mr. and Mrs. van den Aardweg from Kersney. Thank you for joining us this evening. 2020 and 2021 have been challenging years for all of us. And this evening it was going to be my great pleasure to welcome our guest speaker and guest of honor, Dr. Cams Govender, and his wife Subashni. But unfortunately this afternoon, while they were preparing, Mrs. Govender wasn't feeling well, and after a rapid COVID test, she's tested positive, so they're not able to be with us this evening, but they are with us in spirit. But Dr. Govender has played a pivotal role in working with the Highbury management team as we have navigated our way through the COVID-19 storm. So thank you to Cams and Subashni for everything that they've done for our community. Ripples of influence has been the theme for the year, and throughout 2021, we've reminded ourselves of the influence each of us has in our surrounding communities. Like a pebble skipped in a lake creates ripples across the surface of the water, so each of us creates ripples in the pool of life. Our influence ripples out into our families, our places of work, the classrooms, the sports teams we play in, and around the briars on the weekends. Dr. Jane Goodall stated, "You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make." In the face of the tidal wave that 2021 has been, many of us are left wondering how our ripple could make any difference to the challenges that we faced both nationally and globally. In the face of the lawlessness across KZN and the impact of the Delta variant, one could understandably feel the insignificance of the influence we have made against these waves of change. And yet, I'm filled with hope for our Highbury boys, our province, our country, and the globe. Within each of us lies the power of choice. We can choose to make a positive difference to those around us, despite the challenging circumstances that we find ourselves in. The wise wizard Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings, one of my favorite novels, stated, "Some believe it is only great power that can keep evil in check, but that is not what I've found. I've found that it is the small, everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keep the darkness at bay. small acts of kindness and love. The Highbury culture of honor is intricately woven into the fabric of our school, and the boys are encouraged to embrace these values. As our boys grow into young men, they are encouraged to show compassion, perseverance, courage, and kindness. We believe that a Highbury education will enable them to be firmly rooted on a Christian foundation and have a sense of self-identity and purpose. Boys, each of you creates ripples of influence as you go about your lives. Remember to embed your Highbury values within yourselves as you leave your prep school and begin the exciting adventure of high school. Be a positive influence that ripples through your surroundings. Throughout the year, the staff have worked with tenacity and fortitude to provide a quality experience for our boys. On the educational front, we continue to find creative ways of following best practice, and our boys are taught with rigor. Highbury has prided itself on an excellent standard of academic education, and feedback from our high schools shows that Highbury boys are well prepared for their schools of choice. The academic foundation has been laid. Now, grade 7 boys, it is up to each of you to build on this foundation, to extend your understanding of the world and to develop your curiosity. Ask astute questions as you develop your knowledge and appreciation of this incredible planet we are privileged to inhabit. It is during strenuous storms that a ship's crew is put to the test, and the storm of the last 2 years has certainly tested the crew of the Highbury vessel. We are blessed with a dedicated and professional crew. Each member of the team has taken their place in the rigging and ensured that the various stations have been manned as the ship rose above each breaking wave to keep moving through the storm. To all the Highbury staff, the teachers, the support staff, the administration staff, it's a privilege to be a member of the crew alongside you. On the sporting and cultural front, we have worked hard to provide the boys with a balanced educational experience within the confines of responsible COVID-19 protocols and mercurial government regulations. The boys have enjoyed a vigorous sporting year and thrived on the robust nature of an active sporting program. Rugby was the only sporting code that was unable to enjoy a full season, which was disappointing after seeing the delight on the boys' faces as they slogged it out during the inter-house matches. And we sincerely hope for a return of rugby in 2022. It has been wonderful to have the boys on tour again, and the tennis teams have enjoyed a number of tours across the country, and the water polo team participated in the Sachs tournament in Cape Town. We know that boys thrive on physical activity and that sport has a positive impact on their mental health and physical well-being. On the cultural front, the boys have been involved in a number of productions. The Grade R Christmas play, the Foundation Phase play, The Steadfast Tin Soldier, and the Grade 7 film production have all been opportunities for the boys to develop their self-confidence and stage presence. Highbury's musical performances are always special evenings, and well done to all the musicians who have worked hard to develop their abilities this year. For 22 Grade 7 boys and their parents, the annual Maputo Land Challenge was another highlight of the year. In all, this fundraising event raised 140,000 Rand for the Wildlands Trust, which supports the protection of our 2 adopted rhinos, Tai and Baleka. Well done for raising this record amount of funds. This evening, it's a privilege to acknowledge a number of staff who receive long service awards. These staff members are sincerely thanked for their commitment to Highbury and for the tremendous work that they do. Each of these staff members have dedicated 15 years to Highbury, and they are especially thanked for their commitment to our school. And Mrs. Kotze is recognized for 18 years of service. If I could call Mrs. De Beer, Mrs. Whitehouse, Mr. De Rook, Mrs. Missick, and Mr. Kotze up to receive a token of appreciation. The next two teachers are recognized for their exemplary commitment to Highbury. They've worked tirelessly with tremendous dedication in their roles of heading up the music and sports departments. We sincerely thank them for their many years of commitment. Mrs. Scott receives her Long Service Award for 25 years of service, and Mr. Wood receives his Long Service Award for 30 years. If they could please come up. Shortly after my appointment as headmaster in 2017, Mr. Darville was elected as chairman of the Highbury board. It's been an honor and a pleasure working with Mr. Darville over the last 4 years. Graham's wide experience on corporate boards, his understanding of good governance, and his sincere love for Highbury have been appreciated as he has led the board over the last 4 years with aplomb. Intelligent, wise, and a genuinely good person, we wish Graham and his wife Debbie all the very best as they leave Highbury and focus their time on both Rowan and Hayden as their boys make their way through high school at Kersney. Graham, thank you for the time and the effort that you've given to applying your mind to Highbury's good governance and for your support of the Manco team. I've sincerely appreciated your support and our regular coffee meetings and telephone calls. Highbury's been fortunate to have a gentleman of your caliber at the helm. Thank you. It's a brave person who takes on the role of chairperson of a school board, and we congratulate and welcome Mr. Murray Evanet, who has been appointed as the new chairman of the board. Murray is married to Karen, and they have 2 boys, Lloyd in grade 5 and Harry in grade 2. And we've already applauded for Murray, but we do wish him all the very best in your role as chairman, and there's no doubt that the stewardship of our school is in good hands. Thank you, Murray. The Highbury Exco is composed of all the HODs who are at the coalface of leading the various departments. Our sincere thanks to the HODs for your leadership in your areas of responsibility this year. Because of your leadership, the cogs of our organization have turned smoothly. To the Manco team, Mrs. Willows, Mr. Burns, Ms. Chilly, and Mrs. Van Rooyen, thank you for your leadership and support. 2021 has had its challenges, and I couldn't ask for a stronger team to be part of the senior management at Highbury. Thank you. My new PA, Tamlin, has been a blessing, and thank you very much for your positive attitude and for running my diary so efficiently. To my wife, Lindy, and daughters, Sarah, Grace, and Zoe, thank you for your gracious and unwavering support. In closing, we wish all our boys and parents who are leaving Highbury at the end of this year the very best for the next chapter. It has been an honor having you at our school, and thank you for choosing Highbury, and we wish you all Godspeed as you leave our preparatory school for your chosen high schools. Grade 7 boys, remember the lessons that you've learned during your time at Highbury, and we encourage you to emanate ripples of positive influence in the lakes you swim. When faced with challenges, you are encouraged to follow the advice of John Kabat-Zinn, who stated, "I intend not to allow the waves of change knock me off my feet, but instead learn how to ride them." Thank you. We are now going to watch the new school marketing video.
Boys will be boys, they say. We say boys will be extraordinary. Boys get to have fun all the time. Our teachers let us be rough, but they also show us so much love and care. They say dirty feet are happy feet.
When I'm at school, I feel alive. I feel confident to try new things and be the best I can be.
Being a boy means we can laugh while we learn. Highbury is the best place for boys.
Highbury is more than just a school. It's a safe space for us. We are loved, free, and built for greatness. Our school honors tradition and inspires excellence.
Morning chapel is a special time to connect with God.
The reading this morning is taken from Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train a child in the way he should grow, and when he's old, he will not turn from it.
We are a Christian school of honor, wholeheartedly rooted in respect, faith, and trust. I am taught what is right and that I must follow my heart. To be a Highbury boy is to follow our culture of honor. These values are deeply woven into daily life here at school. The values that I can remember are love, humility, acceptance, and compassion.
Highbury is one of South Africa's oldest independent primary schools. Our history is the kind that inspires a bold future. We are proud of our long and successful heritage, and we delight in those traditions.
Whether you're very sporty, academic, or musical, you can pursue your interests here at Highbury. The music department is my favorite. We're offered the choice of 15 instruments. And we even have a school orchestra.
Highbury nurtures my love for sports, providing the opportunities to bring out the best in me. I get to try so many sports and choose the ones I love the most. Whether you want to be a Springbok player or just want to play for fun, there's a place for every boy.
Rugby, soccer, basketball and cricket, and so many other sports are offered. My favorite days are spent out on the sports field. With 11 hectares of land and 5 sports fields, we have beautiful grounds to explore. The way we learn here helps us in the real world. We learn about robotics and even how to code. I love our STEAM days, where we get to explore different themes using science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics.
There's always someone there to guide, encourage, and support you. That's why they call it the Highbury family. A family that supports us and celebrates our hard work.
Our teachers prepare us well for our prospective high schools. In fact, we will be ready to go on to any school in the country, with guaranteed entrance into Kersley College.
The sound education, confidence and support that Highbury offers makes me excited to go out into the world and excel. Our teachers leave such an impact on us and always encourage us to be our best selves. By the time I finish my time at Highbury, I hope to be a masterpiece.
Boys will be boys, they say. We say, boys will be extraordinary.
The same song we all sing. Aguko mali, asina mali, asfunu mali, asfunu nandi, aguko nandi, asina nandi, asfunu nandi, sifunu tando. Oh, 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 oh. Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? Tell me where you come from. Are you coming from Senegal, Libya, Congo, Zimbabwe, Egypt, Nigeria, Mali, Rwanda, Uganda, Botswana, Malawi, Zanzibar, Durban, Sweden, Joburg, Soweto, Eva, Mabreka! Utata Beto, Nana Benala, the same job for 30 years. I'm moving on, yo. You said for 30 kids. Moving from Milas and Endala, with a giant Mercedes Benz. Where's he, way Africa? The same song we all sing. Aguko Mali, Asina Mali, Asfunu Mali, Sifunu Nandi, Aguko Nandi, Asina Mali, Asfunu Nandi, Sifunu Tando. Oh, 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 oh. Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? Tell me where you come from. Are you coming from Senegal, Libya, Congo, Zimbabwe, Egypt, Nigeria, Mali, Rwanda, Uganda, Botswana, Malawi, Zanzibar, Durban, Sweden, Joburg, Soweto, Eva, Mabreka!
So after that amazing new school video, it speaks about our extraordinary boys. You can see that our boys are incredibly extraordinary. So well done to the marketing team who put that incredible new school movie together. And of course, the boys loved seeing themselves, and I'm sure they're going to enjoy watching it again. And to all the team, there wasn't just two ladies that put it together. It was a whole team that strategized, and we set days aside, and it came out so beautifully. And it shows off our incredible school, which we are so proud of. And to listen to our choir sing and our orchestra play, definitely our boys are extraordinary. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Darville, governors, Mr. Minister Cock, Mrs. Willows, honoured guests, and friends of Highbury, senior primary teachers, moms, dads, and the senior primary boys who are both with us here in the hall this evening, and as well as those who are watching and joining us via the live stream. I had planned to keep my address brief because we were going to be hearing from Dr. Cam's governor later, so I'm sure I could have made it longer. I had a few moments to make it a bit longer, but I thought you'd appreciate it if I just kept it brief. Last year, I shared the senior primary goals for the year as a way of review. It was incredible to see God's hand of providence in ensuring we were able to stand firm despite a period of massive uncertainty. I share our goals once again this year with you for more than just your interest, but also to illustrate how our school continues to respond to an ever-changing status quo. Health and safety, flexibility, building hope, using our advantages, and reflection were our key focus areas in 2021. We remain committed to these throughout the year, despite the challenges faced. We persevered for the sake of our special Highbury boys. Wellness has been an emerging theme. wellness, has been an emerging theme in the last decade, now amplified by the context of the last 2 years. An extreme focus on staying safe and remaining physically healthy during the pandemic has now given way to an increased or perhaps renewed awareness of the need for mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, and occupational wellness. In many respects, the COVID crisis and the exponential use of technology, which we have all seen our boys do, and our teachers, has only served to highlight that we need to maintain all the aspects that make us human. Our boys are part of a generation that will prioritize not just their fitness and eating smart, but also their mental health and choosing an employer or even a career based on its health implications. Our school, with its ethos of holistic education, is committed to our boys' well-being, ensuring they grasp the importance of being a whole, well-balanced individual. There is no doubt that our Highbury boys like to be moving, whether it be on the field at break, in the pool during a water polo practice, or shooting hoops after school. It was encouraging to see that lockdown life had in no way stunted our boys' passion for play. Our pragmatic and boy-centric approach to dealing with COVID ensured that our boys enjoyed the benefits of both structured and unstructured activities. Joyful moments that for many boys are the most important part of their school day. While others shied away from such a perspective out of fear, Highbury placed its faith in the strength of our community and our shared commitment to the development of our boys. The outcome was a school environment that wasn't dominated by anxiety and minimal COVID interruptions. With thanks to the effort of Mr. Wood and the various sports coaches, our boys enjoyed a varied and full sports program this year. Using our experience from last year, Highbury was able to adapt and adopt new avenues to ensure our boys were active, engaged, and able to channel their very competitive energy. You can literally hear that photo. The limited but successful sports tours our boys were able to participate in this year were a rewarding experience for more than just those who traveled. They invigorated all our boys to renewed commitment and reminded us of the larger community that we are very proud to be part of. I had the privilege of being on both the grade 6 and the grade 7 camps this year and can without a shadow of a doubt say that the boys thoroughly enjoyed the experience. Although I did tell the moms and dads to have a bonfire burning when they got home because those clothes were only going one way. From the grade 5 boys' accounts, it would seem that they too had a wonderful time. Instead of encountering hesitancy from parents, we were met with unanimous support, testament to either your commitment to growing resilience in your son or the intense fervor of their nagging, or a combination of both. The grade 4 excursion is also included in this as a highlight for many boys as they look back on 2021. After a year of staying at home, our eyes were once again open to the benefit of being out and about. The boys remember from my chapel services and my chapel lessons that the human mind is definitely easy to fool, but it is also incredibly adaptable. We believe in a growth mindset, the power of yet, and the importance of thinking positively. Assessing our boys' progress against international standards is vitally important given the nature of learning over the past 2 years and as we continue to prepare our boys for a constantly evolving future. Our grade 4 to 6 boys' performance in the international benchmarking tests will give us valuable feedback as to where we can make improvements and where we excel. Coding and robotics continue to grow in importance and relevance in our curriculum. We aim to give our boys a foundational understanding of coding principles and the opportunity to grow these skills in a fun and collaborative setting. At the same time, we acknowledge that basic desktop skills still remain an important ability that our boys need as they move on to senior school. This year, we were able to combine these two goals with a parallel program that gave our grade 6 and 7 boys the opportunity to excel in both these areas. It is a privilege working at a school that prioritizes the spiritual and the moral growth of its learners as much as their sporting and academics. At its core, our school and its teachers remain deeply committed to helping raise young men of sound character. Our focus on Highbury's culture of honor this year during chapel services and in classrooms ensured that our boys' understanding of the values and behaviors expected of them was always top of mind. They also serve as the fundamentals that inform how we deal with conflict and poor choices, encouraging our boys to grow and develop as individuals. This year was also a milestone on Highbury's diversity and inclusion journey. Our participation in the EQUA process gave us valuable insight as to where and how we as a school need to grow. We are committed to being an institution that is inclusive, as well as developing young men who are respectful and include others. By raising awareness, training our teachers, and giving our community a voice, opportunities were created this year to make some remarkable progress. Our togetherness as a community was celebrated during Heritage Week, highlighting that there is far more that unites us than makes us different. In our chapel series and Staying Healthy this term, I taught the boys that a soft heart is a healthy heart. One of the ways to keep our hearts soft is to have an attitude of gratitude. This year, we said a fond farewell to Ms. Dumsile Mazbuko, Mr. Shane Dennis, and Mrs. Karina Bardnos tonight. We are deeply thankful to these wonderful teachers who poured their hearts and souls into our school and the boys they taught. Each imparted something special and will forever be part of our school's legacy. We wish them well as they begin their new ventures, both near and far. And Mrs. Bardnos, we have a small gift to give you this evening. If you'd like to come up and receive it, as a small token of our appreciation. During a recent interview with a teaching applicant, I asked the question, what do you think a school such as ours with 118 years of history develops? The answer was fairly simple: trust. Reflecting on that answer, as well as the experiences over the last 2 years, I was struck by what an insightful answer it was. Trust is the cornerstone of the relationship that exists between you, the parents and Highbury community, and our school. We cannot underestimate its value, overemphasize its importance, or fail to nurture it. Trust is the commodity that has enabled our school to achieve all that it has this year and the 117 years before it. Developed over generations and earned through consistency, it is my sincerest hope that in both ways, both big and small, 2021 has added to the vital trust that exists between parents and teachers, as well as between teachers and their boys. In a world fraught with risk and uncertainty, healthy relationships based on mutual confidence are vital to our well-being. I would like to thank the following people who were instrumental in making 2021 what it was. Mr. Graham Darville, Chairman of the Board, and the governors, thank you for not only serving our school, but for spurring it on to greater heights. Thank you. To my wife, Nikki, and daughter, Rachel, who are watching at home right now, thank you for drumming the Burns motto into my head every day and enabling me to thrive. Ms. Smythe knows what the Burns motto is. Our headmaster, Mr. Lecoq, and the rest of the management team, it is a privilege being part of a dynamic group that is dedicated to excellence. Thank you for the encouragement and camaraderie. Ms. Jill Smythe, my PA and the FAE Secretary, your juggling skills are simply world class. Thank you for somehow putting everyone and everything first, including me. Thank you. To Mrs. Watkinson, my deputy, and to Mrs. Null, who heads up the middle school, thank you for sharing your experience and wealth of wisdom and ensuring our school's commitment to high standards. Thank you. To the parents of the senior primary, thank you for placing your trust in Highbury and partnering with us in educating your son. We will never take it for granted. To the senior primary teachers, your individual and collective commitment to the Highbury boys we hold so dear is unfailing. Thank you for your trustworthiness despite the challenges faced. And finally, the senior primary boys, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. Thank you for being the hope that continues to inspire me, your teachers, and your parents. Thank you. I'd like to now call up the marimba team, who are going to entertain us with 2 items. As the boys make their way back to their seats, I'd like to thank Mrs. Scott and Mr. Gordon for their contributions this evening and the teams they're part of. Can we give the orchestra, marimba, and the choir a big round of applause? Well done. In Dr. Governor's absence, I'm going to ask Mr. Graham Darville to come up to help us hand out awards this evening. Thank you, sir. Okay, grade 4 boys. Prize winners, it is your moment to shine, as Mrs. Willows would say. And thank you to Mrs. Watkinson, who is helping us hand out awards. Thank you, ma'am. Grade 4 reading, Sebastian Sansbury. You can give a round of applause. Well done. Grade 4 public speaking, Sibusi Sabanze. Grade 4B, progress, Reese Lamont. The Ray Thrush Memorial Form Prize for first in class, 4B, Sebastian Sansbury. And second in class, Trent Goosen. The Grade 4K Progress Prize, Gavin Yee. Grade 4K Memorial Form Prize for first in class, Mithra Siri. And second in class, Musanda Nene. Grade 4M, Progress, Cruz Marks. First in class, Brett Roberts. And second in class, Aidan Dalton. Grade 4S, Progress Prize. He is unfortunately absent this evening, goes to Shlobile Lupindo. The Ray Thrash Memorial Form Prize for first in class, Hlonipizwe Ngidi. And second in grade 4S, Kwezi Zuma. Moving on to grade 5, the grade 5 reading prize is awarded to Lance Martagut. And the public speaking prize is awarded to his good friend, Zach Hickman. Grade 5 in Progress, Justin Nevote. The form prize for first in class, 5N, Leonardo van der Dronke Darbinu. And second in class, Asher Hollister. The grade 5R Progress Prize is awarded to Lizwi Mapamulo. First in class, grade 5R, Lance Martagut. And second in class, Zach Hickman. Grade 5V Progress Prize is awarded to Sven Kruger. First in 5V 2021, Charlton Webb Smith. And second in 5V, James de Univille. Moving on to grade 6. In grade 6A, the Progress Prize is this year awarded to Liam Swart. First in class 6A, Raghav Bula. And second in class 6A, Christopher Ollerman. Six G, the Progress Prize is also the winner of the first in class for 2021, and those two awards go to Shea Bulgaria. And second in 6G 2021, Samanga Shezi. The Grade 6 Progress Prize for 2021 is awarded to Harry Hughes. Mr. Lecoq is noting how some boys suddenly had a haircut after a few days, maybe even a few weeks of asking certain boys, not Harry of course, to have a haircut. Suddenly there's a haircut this evening, which is amazing to see. First in class 6S 2021, Blake Renken. And second in 6S this year is awarded to Alexander Nokia. In grade 6, we have subject prizes, which is awarded to the boy that has the highest aggregate in the particular subject at the end of the year. The Keeble English Prize is this year awarded to Christopher Ollerman. The grade 6 Reading Prize is awarded to Samanga Shezi. Public Speaking in grade 6 this year is awarded to Raghav Bulla. The grade 6 subject prize this year is awarded to Samuel Robbins. The grade 6 isiZulu subject prize is awarded to Melokutle Mtetwa. Grade 6 Mathematics, Shay Bulgaria. And the grade 6 art prize this year is awarded to Daniel Hunwick. Okay, moving on to our big boys, the grade 7s. The 7D Progress Prize this year is awarded to Cameron Null. First in Form 7D 2021 is awarded to Bjorn Kruger. And second in 7D, Troy Vermeulen. The 7S Progress Prize this year is awarded to Latita Njova. The Form Prize for First in Class 7S 2021 is awarded to Benjamin Schneeman. And second in class, Oliver Mowat. Grade 7W. The Progress Prize this year is awarded to Jack Coventry. Well done, Jack. In grade 7W, we award the third and the fourth in class. The Ducks and the run-up to Ducks is a Headmaster award, which comes later. The third in class 7W 2021 is awarded to Joshua Lord. And fourth in Form 7W, Henry Love. We now move on to our grade 7 subject prizes. The Neville Nuttall English Prize this year is awarded to Connor van Heerden. The English Creative Writing Award this year is awarded to Thomas Blomfield. Afrikaans, Bjorn Kruger. This year it gives me great honor to introduce a new prize, a new trophy, which was donated by Ms. Dumsile Mazibuko. It is called the Dumsile Mazibuko isiZulu Trophy, and you'll see it has her clan name at the top of the trophy. And we are very grateful to her, and I don't know if she's watching this evening, perhaps she is, and we are deeply grateful. And as a legacy of her involvement in isiZulu here in our school, this trophy is awarded to the grade 7 prize winner. And it goes this year for the first time to Tito. The Norman Mumby Mathematics Prize this year is awarded to Connor van Heerden. This year's Harris Family Natural Science Trophy for grade 7 boys is awarded to Reese Hughes. The Collins History Trophy for 2021 this year is awarded to Ethan King. The Geography Subject Prize 2021 is awarded to Connor van Heerden. The Andrew and Ian Ear Prize for Reading. Okay. So there was an omission on the program, which is far better than an error. We are this year awarding our Governor Information Technology Prize because we have a worthy recipient. This year's Governor Information Technology Prize is awarded to Luke Hollins. The Andrew and Ian Ear Prize for Reading is awarded to Michael Heen. And the Andrew and Ian Ear Prize for Public Speaking is awarded this year to Joshua Lord. And the last grade 7 subject prize is the Joey Dixon Trophy and Art Prize, and that this year is awarded to Bjorn Kruger. And I hand over to Mr. Lecoq to do the Headmaster Awards. No, we won't. Grade 7 leaver certificates first. So if I can ask 7S to 7D, please, to stand. And moms and dads, grade 7 parents, if this is the first time that your son is receiving a leaver certificate, their form teacher this year has found something significant about their character or a quality or a characteristic, a trait, and they've noted on their leaver certificate as they leave our school. So we celebrate all these boys. They will come up to the front. They will line up across the front of the stage, and we'll give them a round of applause at the end. Joshua Bear, James Bishop, Davor Surach, Rowan Darville, Liam de Villiers, Luca Giamenetti, Hayden Goddard, Matt Jurgensen, Bjorn Kruger, Matthew McGee, Jack Morgan, Cameron Null, Keegan Peters, Ross Prinsloo, Paul Samillion, Kyle Silver, Ben Trotter, Christian Venter, Troy Vermeulen, and last but not least, Daniel Webster. They're going to take the mask down to prove they actually can smile, and we're going to give them a big round of applause. Well done, 7D. Okay, Josh Bear, make sure you lead them the right way. Well done, boy. And then choir and orchestra members, you can go back to your places. Thank you. I'm going to invite Mr. Henderson, who saw the last term off here for grade 7S, and we're deeply grateful for him finishing the year with these boys. Kaylin Chinnapan Pillay, Christian D'Oliveira, Luandle Dluati, Hudson Elliott, Angus Fivey, Luke Hollins, Mabutu Mokaye, Ndumiso Malunga, Pandile Mhube, Oliver Mowat, Yamkela Mtembu, Takunda Mujati, Latita Njova, Benjamin Schneeman, and Oyena Zulu, and Wanga Zulu. Okay, boys, mask down, big smile, and well done, 7S. Okay, Luandle, you're the man, Luandle, off you go. There we go, lead your class, and everyone else will go back to their places. Thank you. Okay, Matthew Behrens. Thomas Blomfield. Tito. Jack Coventry. Jesse Diaga. Michael Heen. Harry Hughes. Oh, gets me every time. Reese Hughes. Ethan King. Nicholas Kohler. Joshua Lord. Henry Love. Ndiebo Manhi. Kai McCormick. Connor McNeil. Oliver Moore Gordon. Jack Palmer. Luke Patrick. Bryce Sadler. Lupelele Shange. Luke Smith. Shekhar Soni. Rourke Stacey. Bryn Valentine. Connor van Heerden. And Ruan van den Heerde. Okay, 7W, big smiles. And well done to you boys. Congratulations.
The Headmasters Awards. The Bard Shield. This year, the Bard Shield for academic diligence is awarded to a boy who has, through his sheer hard work over an extended period of time, proven himself a worthy recipient. Through his positive attitude and excellent work ethic, he has been an example to his peers. The Bard Shield for academic diligence is awarded to Bryn Valentine. The Bull Perseverance Trophy. The Bull Perseverance Trophy is awarded to a non-prize winner who has participated in all aspects of school life. This young man is a true gentleman, displaying impeccable manners and sportsmanship on and off the field. He has worked determinedly at his academics. His commitment to his extramural activities has been exceptional, and he's been a fine example to his peers. The recipient of the Bull Perseverance Trophy is Ben Trotter. The Montgomery Trophy. The Montgomery Trophy is awarded to a boy who has shown exemplary sportsmanship. This year, the trophy is awarded to a fine young gentleman who is passionate about sport and plays with true sportsmanship. The Montgomery Trophy is awarded to Connor van Heerden. The Ian Dare Cup. The Ian Dare Cup is awarded to the best all-round sportsman. The recipient of this award this year goes to a determined young man who has represented Highbury with determination and honor. He has played a wide range of sports at a high level. This year, the Ian Dare Cup for the best all-round sportsman is awarded to Wanga Zulu. The Turner Cultural Award. The Turner Cultural Award for the keenest interest and greatest development in the cultural sphere. The recipient of the award this year goes to a young man who has been fully committed to a wide range of cultural activities. Determined and focused, he has displayed keen interest and shown great development in the cultural sphere. The recipient of the Turner Cultural Award is Joshua Lord. The Paul Culwick Trophy. The Paul Culwick Trophy is awarded for social responsibility and service to the school. The trophy is awarded to a young man who has spent many hours during the week and on weekends in service to Highbury. Passionate and highly knowledgeable about all things technical, he has offered dedicated service to Highbury. The recipient of the Paul Culwick Trophy is Luke Hollins. The Keith Wimble Trophy. The Keith Wimble Trophy is awarded to the boy who has done the most for the school. This year, the trophy is awarded to a young man who has worked diligently in the classroom. He has participated fully in the extramural program on both a sporting and cultural front. He is an ambassador for Highbury and is recognized for his commitment. This year, the Keith Wimble Trophy is awarded to Joshua Lord. The Dollar Trophy and Prize. The Dollar Trophy and Prize is awarded to the runner-up to Ducks of the school. This year, the recipient of the award is a committed boy who has constantly achieved high results throughout his senior primary years. He has an inquiring mind that allows him to engage with tasks that require higher order thinking and reasoning. The recipient of the Dollar Trophy and Prize applies himself to his academic work in a mature nature. This year, the runner-up to Ducks and the worthy recipient of the Dollar Trophy is Reese Hughes. the Curly Trophy and Ava Orchard Prize. The Curly Trophy and Ava Orchard Prize is awarded to the Ducks of the school. The Highbury Ducks for 2021 is a most conscientious pupil who has applied himself with determination and accuracy. He has engaged with tasks in a focused and independent manner. He is goal-orientated and high-achieving. The Highbury Ducks for 2021 is Connor van Heerden. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Burns for the tremendous work that he has put into running the senior primary and for coordinating our awards ceremony this evening. Mr. Burns, you have a real passion for education and guiding young people. You make time to be available for the boys, and they know that if they need a listening ear, you are there for them. Thank you for your leadership of the senior primary and for your determined work ethic. We know that you're going to enjoy your much-deserved holiday with Nikki and Rachel, and please accept this gift as a token of our appreciation.
We're almost at the end of our proceedings. All there is to do is to sing our national anthem, and that is going to be followed by the Irish benediction, and then there'll be some final instructions, and then we will be saying good night. I'm just going to give the opportunity for the orchestra to stand, or the choir to stand. Oh, sorry, boys. Connor, we are going to still ask you to do your vote of thanks. So you're going to come do it quickly. Thank you. You can stay standing quiet, that's fine. It won't be too long.
Good evening, Mr. Darville, Mr. Lecoq, Mr. Burns, and Mrs. Willows, teachers, parents, and fellow schoolmates. I am honored to stand here this evening representing the class of 2021. In the words of the great Dr. Seuss, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Today is a truly memorable day for all of us in grade 7. We have just ended an episode in our lives, primary school, and are about to start a new chapter of our journey, high school. We have spent the past years wandering the halls of this great school that is Highbury, and now we are ready to move on to new adventures and challenges. We have learned, laughed, loved, gotten into trouble, but most of all, grown together. We have been given such rich and wonderful opportunities in our safe and happy environments, and the values and morals that our school has filled us with will give us the confidence and courage to take on the new challenges that lie before us. None of us needs an award or medal to prove that we all have something special within us. To the teachers and staff of Highbury, in the FP, SP, and all areas of the school, thank you for being a family to us boys, and amazing leaders, teachers, and mentors. You are the candles that light the way. Thank you for using your precious time and wisdom for us, your students. You have taught us and are still teaching us to achieve excellence. The knowledge you have given us will be a most valuable weapon for our lives ahead. And thank you for understanding that dogs can eat anything from homework to PE blues. I would like to thank my family for their immense love and support, for the sacrifices to attend this amazing school, as well as always being there beside me every step of the way. Always uplifting, with the simple catchphrase being, if you've done your best, then it's always good enough. And to end off again with the wise Dr. Seuss, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. I hope that the class of 2021 will walk out here today feeling proud of all they have accomplished over their primary school days at this great school. I pray that 2022 will be all that you want it to be. Thank you.
Okay, we really are now going to stand, and we're going to sing the national anthem, followed by the Irish blessing. Back on. We'll remain standing as we allow Mr. Lecoq to leave the hall. And then while Mr. Lecoq is exiting the hall, I'm going to just give a few little housekeeping notes before we allow you to depart and collect your boys. Grade 7s, prize winners, orchestra, marimba boys, they're going to be seated, and then parents, please collect them from where they are sitting. Otherwise, you will lose them outside. It's a typical misty Hillcrest evening. Grade 4 to 6 choir boys, they can be collected from the lecture theatre. Please, boys, who you receive trophies tonight, those trophies do not leave this hall like they did last year. So please, you are going to come and collect them, and you're going to go have a photo with Mr. Doyle in the kitchen. Other recipients of prizes, you are welcome to join the Headmaster Awards to have photographs with Shane, Mr. Doyle, and you're welcome to go to the kitchen afterwards. Parents are welcome to also take photos, which I've mentioned. And grade 7 parents, a reminder of the plaque unveiling tomorrow morning at 8:45 and the Leavers Chapel at 9:30 for all our special grade 7 parents and special grade 7 boys. All that remains is to wish you all a Merry Christmas and all the blessings that the new year holds. God bless and good night. Thank you.